Assalamu alaikum. Honorable guests, respected teachers, ladies and gentlemen, my heartiest greetings to you all. I'm Nishi.
And I'm Rakesh. On behalf of the students of Department of English, I welcome you all to enjoy the staging of William Shakespeare's Macbeth.
All the performers, the singers and the actors are all students of our very own Department of English.
Direction, screenplay, lyrics and music by Miss Amanee Khandakar, Honorable Chairman, Department of English. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Macbeth. Let the show begin.
We sing a song about the deeds so wrong. He got his punishment, she got her power. We sing a song about the deeds so wrong. He got his punishment, she got her power. About their tragedy, don't know where to start. About their tragedy, don't know where to start. Lost all forward, they wanted to be home and his lady. Lost all forward, they wanted to be. The weird sisters brought the spark of hope. Everybody's ambition, she used her wings. Three weird sisters brought the spark of hope. Everybody's ambition, she used her wings. They were so determined, they were to kill. They were so determined.
The three weird sisters, an open field, the three witches meet among storm, thunder and lightning.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning or in rain?
When the hurly-burly is done, when the battle is lost and won, we will meet after the battle and the noise is over.
That will be before sunset. Where is the place?
Upon the hills in the open field.
We will meet with Macbeth there.
Coming, my dear cat. Coming, Grim Malkin. Paddock, my Thor is calling me.
I will be there right away.
Fair is foul.
Foul is fair.
Overthrow the fog and fill the earth.
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Overthrow the fog and fill the earth.
A war is going on between Scotland and the Norwegian invaders. Duncan, the King of Scotland, is eager to get an update of the war.
The king with his two sons, Malcolm and Dalmain, also with Lennox and attendants, come to meet a wounded soldier.
Who is this wounded man? It seems that he can give us the update of war.
This is the brave sergeant for whom I was not captured. He kept fighting and fighting. Brave friend, tell the king about the battlefield when you left it.
Doubtful, it stood for a while. It was not possible to say who would win. But it was brave Macbeth, for whom even the treacherous MacDonald's villainy did not work out.
Oh, valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
But the danger was not over. The Norwegian king attacked us with fresh troops and shiny weapons. Yet again, it was Macbeth and Banco. They fought with double force. Oh, I can't stand here anymore.
Your words bring your honor, brave soldier. Go and take him to the surgeons. Who is this?
The Ordidane of Ross.
God save the king.
Where have you came from, worthy Dane?
Great king, I have come from Five. The Norwegian flag flies there. The Norwegians are mocking our country and frightening our people. The king of Norway began the battle with huge army and got the help of that disloyal traitor, the Dane of Cawdor. But everything turned upside down as Macbeth broke the enemy's spirit and we were victorious.
Great happiness.
Now Sweno, the Norwegian king wants a treaty. But we told him that it wouldn't be possible until he retreated to St. Combs Inch and paid us $10,000.
The present Thane of Cawdor should be punished. Go and announce that he will be executed and tell Macbeth that the title of the Cawdor will be given to him. Macbeth is the new Thane of Cawdor.
I will get it done right away.
The Thane of Cawdor has lost what noble Macbeth has won.
The three weird sisters are waiting to meet Macbeth. They're again seen with this strange attitude.
Calling pigs. And you?
A sailor's wife chewing chestnuts, chewing and munching. I say, give me the fat woman's drink. Get away, witch. I know where her husband is. I'll go to his ship and see what I do to him.
I will give you wind.
So kind of you.
And I will give you some more.
All the other winds in my control. The port from which they blow and every direction on the sailor's compass in which they can go. I will make him dry as hay. He'll not be able to sleep night or day. He shall live a man for me. 27 nights, 9 times 9, shall he twinkle thick and high. Look what I have.
Show me.
Here is the pilot's trunk. He was drowned while returning home.
Macbeth.com.
Three real sisters hand in hand, posted of the sea and land.
Bound to go about,
Tries to dine and tries to wine and tries again. Makes up time.
Peace, but turn sooner.
In the meantime, Macbeth and Banco enter. They're feeling strange and awkward.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen. How long it will take to reach forest? What of this?
They look so withered and so wild. They don't seem to belong to earth. Are you alive? Are you alive? Do you understand me?
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, den of Glamis! All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, den of Gondor!
All hail Macbeth! Who will be the king after that? The king?
My lord, why do you look so afraid? They are saying such a nice things. They are calling you then of Glamis, then of Gondor, and the future king. In the name of truth, are you illusions or real? You have greeted my noble friend with honor and prophesied about his future glory and made him speechless. Tell me, what will happen to me in future? I am not afraid of your good or bad prophecy.
Hail!
Hail! Hail!
Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy yet much so happier. Your descendants will be king, though you will not be one. So, all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail!
Wait! Tell me more. Beside no step, I know I'm the Tan of Glamis. But how a Carter? The Tan of Carter is still alive, and he is a powerful man. And to be the king, it's completely impossible. Tell me where you learned all these strange things. Speak!
Thus the 3 years has been prophesied that Macbeth is then the land of Cawdor and will be future king. Banquo will be the father of kings.
Macbeth and Banquo, startled after hearing the prophecy of the witches, cannot believe what they have experienced.
The earth has bubbles just like the water, and these creatures must have come from a bubble in the earth. Where did they disappear?
Into the air. Their bodies melted like breath in the wind. I wish they had stayed.
Were they really here?
Your children will be kings.
You will be the king, my lord.
And the Tan of Cawdor too. Isn't that what they said?
That's exactly what they say. Who is there?
The king was happy to hear about your success, Macbeth. Messenger after messenger delivered the news of your bravery to the king.
The king sent us to give you his thanks and bring you to him.
He said me to call you the Thane of Cawdor. So hail, Thane of Cawdor. The title belongs to you now.
The witches tell the truth.
The Thane of Cawdor is still alive. Then how can I be the Thane of Cawdor?
The Thane of Cawdor is still alive, but he is sentenced to death for his treachery and disloyalty, and he deserves to die.
This is exactly what those weird sisters say. I'm the Thane of Cawdor and Thane of Glamis. The best part of what they say is, I'll be the king. This is yet to come. Gentlemen, thank you for the news. Haven't you started to dream that your children will be kings?
If you trust what they say, you might be on your way to become the king. But whole thing is strange. The agents of evil often tell us something that leads us to a destruction. They tell us the little truth, and they will betray us when we are damaged the most. Gentlemen, I would like to have a word with you, please.
True truths are told. So it seems like this will culminate into becoming a king. The supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, how does it become true? And the Thane of Cawdor? If good, why do I find myself killing King Duncan? A thought so horrifying? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings, even though it's just a fantasy so far. But the thoughts of committing murder shakes me up so much that I hardly know who I am anymore.
Look at Macbeth, he's in a daze.
But if fate wants me to be the king, perhaps Fate will just make it happen, and I won't have to do anything. Come, what come may, time and hour runs to the roughest day. Good sir, we are ready. I beg your pardon, I was distracted. Let's go and see the king.
Absolutely.
Come, friends.
King Duncan is eagerly waiting to meet the vigilant Macbeth and Banquo. He is accompanied by Lennox, Malcolm, Donalbain, and Sadhin.
Has the former Thane of Cawdor been executed yet? Haven't the people in charge of that come back?
My king, they haven't come back yet, but I was informed that the Thane of Cawdor is executed. He openly confessed his treachery and begged your highness's forgiveness and repented deeply.
There is no way to understand a man's mind by looking at his face. I trusted Cawdor so much. My worthiest cousin, I feel I have not thanked you enough. You have done so much for me so fast. All I can say is that I owe you more than I can ever repay.
The service and the loyalty is my reward. But doing anything to protect you, we're only doing what we should.
My noble Banquo, you are no less than Macbeth, and everyone should know it. Let me bring you close to me and give you the benefit of my love and goodwill.
Whatever I do, it is always my duty.
I am so overjoyed that it brings tears in my eyes. Sons, kingsmen, dames, and you all who know that I will bestow my kingdom to my eldest son, Malcolm. Today I name him the Prince of Cumberland. But Malcolm alone is not going to receive honor. Shines of nobleness is like stars, and shall shine all who deserve. Now, Macbeth, let's go to your castle at Inverness, where I will become more obliged to you because of your hospitality.
I won't be happy unless I can work for you, my lord. I'll go ahead and give my wife the good news that you are coming.
My worthy Cawdor.
Malcolm is the Prince of Cumberland. To become king myself, I have to step over him or give up because he's in my way. Stars, hide your fires. Don't let light see my black and deep desires. I wink at the hand, yet let that be, which the eye fears when it is done to see.
You are right, Banquo. Macbeth is courageous. Let's follow after him.
While at Macbeth's castle in Inverness, Lady Macbeth is waiting for her husband. She is in her room. She is reading the letter she has got from Macbeth.
The witches met me on the day of my victory in battle. They have supernatural powers and told my future. I would be Thane of Cawdor and the future king. I wanted to know more, but they vanished. While I stood spellbound, messengers from the king arrived and greeted me as the Thane of Cawdor, exactly what the weird sisters prophesied. I thought I should tell you this news as you are my dearest partner of greatness, so that you can share my happiness. Keep it secret and farewell, Macbeth. You are Thane of Glamis and Cawdor, and you are going to be the king, just like the weird sister said. Yet do I fear thy nature. It's too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without illness should attend it. I just worry whether you have the quality to get the crown. Things you want to do like a good man. There are some things you want, but you're afraid to do what you need to do to get it. Come home, Macbeth, hurry, so I may pour my spirits into thine ear and chastise with the valor of my tongue and all that impedes thee from the golden round. After all, fate and witchcraft both seem to want you to be the king. What news you bring?
The king is coming here tonight.
Are you crazy? Isn't Macbeth with the king? Wouldn't Macbeth have told me that part so that I could prepare if the king were really coming?
I am sorry, but it isn't good.
Take good care of him. He brings great. So the messenger, like a raven, brings the news of King Duncan's entrance in my house, where he will die. Come, you spirits, the spirits who bring murderous thoughts, make me more like man, fill me from head to toe with deadly cruelty, thicken my blood and clog up my veins so that I won't feel remorse, so that no human compassion can stop my evil plan and prevent me from doing it. Come, ignite, cover the whole world with the darkest smoke of hell, so that my own sharp night cannot see the wounded cups open. My what design of Glamis and Cawdor, you are going to be better, you are going to become the king. Your letter bring me the thought that the future is already here.
My dearest, Duncan is coming here tonight.
And when is he leaving?
Ah, well, he plans to leave tomorrow.
The day will never come. Oh, never shall the sun that tomorrow see. Listen to me, Macbeth dear. Your face, my friend, is a book where men narrate strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eyes, your hands, and your tongue. Look like the innocent flower and be the serpent under it. Listen to me. Duncan is coming here tonight, and he's got to be taken care of. Let me handle tonight's preparations, because tonight will change every night and day for the rest of our lives.
We will speak about this further.
You must show a peaceful mood, my lord, because if you don't start, it will generate suspicion. Leave all the rest to me.
This is how ambition overwhelms the minds of Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. They didn't hesitate to make evil plans to kill King Duncan.
Lady Macbeth has already done all the necessary arrangements and decorations in her house to welcome the king.
King Duncan arrives with his sons Malcolm and Donalbain, and his well-wishers Banquo, Lennox, Macduff, Ross, and their attendants.
This is a pleasant place. The air is sweet and appealing.
The summer birds have built their nest in the castle walls.
The love I have received sometimes brings trouble, yet I accept it as love.
Even if it were doubled and doubled again, all we do are nothing to the honor that your majesty has brought to our family.
Where is Macbeth, the Thane of Cawdor? We follow closely after him, and I thought I will arrive before him. But he arrived swiftly. His great love as sharp as a spur, which makes him beat us here. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
We are your servants, your highness, and everything here is at your disposal. We're glad to return it to your highness's pleasure.
Take me to Macbeth, my host. We love him highly and shall continue our graces towards him.
The place is well decorated for the guests to come. The food is already served.
Macbeth has checked all the arrangements. Now he is alone in deep thought. He has to finish the evil task today, but Macbeth has hesitation in his mind.
If it were done, when 'tis done, then 'twere well, it were done quickly. If the murder of the king is done, everything would just end like this. Justice is equal for all. It forces us to drink from the poisoned cup that we serve others. Duncan trusts me in two ways. I'm his kinsman, his subject, then as his host. I should shut the door against the murderer, not try to murder him myself. Also, Duncan has been such a benevolent leader, so honest that his virtues will speak for him against this murder. And pity, like an innocent newborn baby, will ride through it to spread the news. And people's tear will drown the wind. I have no force to drive myself into action. I have no spark to break the side of my intents, but faulting ambition, which overleaps itself and falls on the other.
The king has almost finished his dinner. Why did you leave the room?
Has he asked for me?
Don't you know he has?
We will proceed no further. The king has just honored me, and I have earned such reputation from all. I want to feel this for a while. I don't want to throw away such feelings so soon.
Were you drunk or asleep when you were so hopeful? And now you're so afraid. Are you afraid to do what you desire? Will you not do whatever it needs to take the crown? Or will you live a coward and say, I dare not, I dare not?
I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
When you dared to do it, you were a man. And if you proceed more, you would be much more the man. If I gave you words as you, I would have smashed the brain of the baby to whom I have fed my milk.
If we fail?
We fail. If you regain courage, we will not fail. When Duncan falls asleep, he will definitely sleep because he is tired of today's journey. And then I'll make his servants drunk. So drunk that they will lie us dead. And then we can do what we want and lay all the blame to the servants afterwards.
Your fearless spirit can only give birth to male children. We will use the dagger of the servants to kill the king, as if they've done the deed.
And there will be nothing else to suspect. We will start mourning and grieving loudly.
I'm ready now, and every muscle in my body is ready to commit this crime. You go and pretend to be a friendly hostess. Away and mark the time with fairest show. False face must hide what false heart doth know.
It's late at night. All have gone to sleep. Banquo seems to be worried after he worried. It's Macbeth who has not slept yet.
It seems to be late at night. Oh, I feel tired, but I cannot sleep. Oh God, keep me away that nightmares that come to me when I want to sleep. Who is there? A friend. You are still awake, sir? The king is in bed. His Royal Highness is so happy and granted many gifts to your family and servants. This diamond ring is from him to your wife for her extraordinary hospitality.
Being unprepared, we could not entertain him as we wished.
No, everything is alright, sir. I dreamed last night about the three weird sisters. Part of what they said has become true.
I don't think about them. But if we have time later, we will talk about this, if you wish.
As you wish, my lord.
If you remain by my side, it shall make honor for you.
I'll do whatever you say, as long as I can do it with a clear conscience. Thank you, have a good rest.
Go and tell the mistress to strike the bell when the drink is ready. You go to bed. Is this the dagger which I see before me? Come, let me hold you.
I can see you, but you're not there. Can't I touch you, fatal vision? Are you a dagger of my mind? A false creation? Ah, there is no dagger. It is my illusion. Half of the world is asleep and having nightmares. Oh world, get out my steps, which way they walk. The storm should not know about my actions. While I'm talking, Duncan lives. Oh, the bell invites me. I have to go.
Macbeth is also awake. She has done her part. She made the servants in front of the king's chamber drunk. She anticipates whether Macbeth has done her deed or not. Has killed the King Duncan.
The servants got drunk, and that has made me bold and fired me up. Macbeth must have started his task, killing the king. The doors of the king's chambers is open. Listen. Oh, I thought the servants woke up and the murder is not done. If we fail, we will be ruined. Listen to it. I kept the daggers in a proper position so that Macbeth could find them. He couldn't have missed it. I would have killed the king myself if he hadn't reminded me of my father.
I have done the deed. I killed the king. Did you hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did you not speak?
When?
Now?
When?
Yes?
Listen. Who's in the second chamber?
Donald Bain.
Oh, this is a sorry sight.
What stupid thought?
One of the servants left in his sleep and one cried, "Murder." They woke each other up. I listened to them. They said their prayers and went back to sleep.
Malcolm and Donald Bain are sleeping in the same room.
One of the servants cried, "God bless us." And the other said, "Amen." As if they have seen me and my bloody hands. Listening to their fear, I could not say, "God bless us," when they did say, "Amen."
Listen, we must not think what we did. If we do, it will make us mad.
But why couldn't I close the word "Amen"? I needed the God's blessing most. But the word "Amen" got stuck in my throat. I heard a voice cry, saying, "Macbeth has innocent sleep." The voice cried all around the house, saying, "Blemish does murder sleep, and therefore Carter shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more."
Who was it? Why, my worthy lords? Are you weakening yourself by thinking in this way? Go and get some water and wash your hands, they are full of blood. What? Why did you bring the daggers with you? Go get it back and smear the servant's face with the blood.
I will not go there, thinking of what I have done today. Look on it again. I dare not.
Coward, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are like pictures. They can't harm anyone. If Duncan bleeds, I'll face his servant's face with his blood, and everyone will think that they are guilty.
Where's the knocking coming from? Oh, every word frightens me. Whose hands are this? They're plucking out my eyes. Can all the water in the ocean, wash my bloody hands. No. My hand will rather make the waters red.
My hands are red as yours, but I feel shame to find my heart so pale and weak. Listen, I hear a knocking from the south. Let's go back to our room. A little water will wash away all the evidence. Listen, there is more knocking. Put on your nightgown in case someone sees us. Don't be lost in such poor thoughts. What's done is done.
Thinking of what I have done, it's been best to not know myself anymore. Wake Duncan with a knocking if you can. I wish you could.
In the meantime, Macbeth and Lennox enter. Macbeth wants to go to the king's chamber to wake him up as per instruction. Soon after, Macbeth enters.
Good morning, noble lord. Good morning to both of you. Is the king awake? Not yet. The king commanded me to wake him up timely. I have almost missed the time he requested.
I will take it to him. This is the door.
I will wake him up because that's my job.
Is the king leaving today? He ordered us to make arrangements for it.
The night has been unruly. People are saying they have heard laments in the air. The strange screams of death. The owl made noise all the night.
It was a rough night.
Macbeth goes to wake the king up and sees the king dead in his bed. Blood flows all over and the servants are smeared with blood. Macbeth comes out screaming,
"Oh, horror! 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 That nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee."
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
The worst thing, a murderer has broken into the Lord's temple and stole his lifewood building.
What do you say?
Do you mean His Majesty? Go into the bedroom and see yourself. Wake up! Wake up! Shake off sleep! Murder in prison! Murder in prison! Banco! Donald Bed! Malcolm! Shake off sleep which looks like death and look at death itself. Ring the bell!
What is the terrifying trumpet calling the sleepers of the house? Speak! Speak!
Oh, gentle lady, this is not for you to hear what I can speak. The reputation in women's Sherwood, murder as it fell. Banco, our royal father is murdered.
What? Oh, alas! In our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Macbeth, I beg you, tell us that you are lying and say it is not so.
If I had died an hour before this, I could have said I had lived a blessed life. But from this time, nothing is worth living for.
What's the trouble?
Your royal father is murdered.
Oh, by whom? The guards seems to have done it. Their hands and faces are full of blood. The daggers are full of blood found in their pillows.
Oh, I do repent me of my fury that I killed them.
Why did you do that?
Who can be wise, loyal, all at the same time? Nobody can. The violent rage inspired by my love for Duncan has forced me to do it. Who could have restrained himself?
Ah, help me out of here.
Look after the lady.
Why are we quiet? Should we speak? No, we should not. Time has not come yet to turn our great grief into action.
Take care of the lady. Let us plan to fight this against this treacherous murder that caused this treacherous murder. Right now we are shaken by fear and doubt. In the great hand of God I stand, and with the help of God, let us plan to fight against this treacherous murder.
So will I.
So will all.
Let's get dressed and meet in the hall.
Agree.
Let's not stay here with them. It's easy for a liar to pretend to feel sorrow when he actually feels none. I'll go to England.
But how could they lost peace of mind, lost what they never found. To gain their success, to gain their success and glory, to write their own story. They lost conscience, made use of time. Mask of honesty, pretended what they wouldn't be.
After the murder of King Duncan in such a brutal way, all are worried and upset. Macbeth and Lady Macbeth have managed to put all the blame to the servants. Also, the two are under constant suspicion as they fled immediately after the incident.
I have seen strange and dreadful things in my life, but last night horrors makes me feel that nothing such happened before.
Ah, yes. You see the skies? They look like they're upset about the actions of mankind. They are threatening the earth with storms. Darkness covers the earth when it is supposed to be light.
It's unnatural, just like the king's murder.
Here comes the good Macbeth. How are things going now? Does anyone know who committed this horrible sin?
The servants were outside the king's chamber. Macbeth killed them. Malcolm and Donalbain, king's two sons, have run away and fled, which make them prime suspects.
Everything about this is unnatural. What a stupid ambition causing a son to kill the father who supports him. Then it seems that Macbeth will become king.
Macbeth has already been named as king and left Scone to be crowned.
Are you going to Scone?
No, cousin. I am going to fight.
Well, I am going to Scone.
Let's hope things go well there. Goodbye. Let's hope things don't get worse.
Farewell.
May God's blessings go with you and with all who turn bad into good and enemies into friends.
The court is set to welcome the new king and queen in ceremonious way. King Macbeth and queen are going to appear in the court for the first time. Banquo is thoughtful. The three prophecies of the witches have become true. Yet Banquo is doubtful. Something wrong has happened.
Macbeth, you have become all now. The den of Glamis, den of Corridor, and now the king. Just like the weird sisters prophesied. I suspect you cheated to win these titles. It was also prophesied that the crown would not go to your descendants. My sons, grandsons would be kings instead. If the witches tell the truth, it was also true that what they said about me.
Macbeth and Lady Macbeth enter as king and queen. Their attendants follow them.
Here's our chief guest.
If we forgot him, there would be a gap in our celebration and nothing would be good.
Tonight, we're having a ceremonial banquet, and I want you to be there.
Whatever your highness command me to do, it is always my duty.
Are you riding this afternoon?
Yes, my good lord.
It would have been good and beneficial for you to attend this ceremonial banquet, but I hope I will have you tonight. Are you going to fire?
I'll ride until dinner. It depends on my horse.
Don't miss our fest.
I won't miss it, my lord.
I heard about the son of the kings. They're hiding in England and Ireland. They have not confessed yet. But we will talk about this until you return. Goodbye for now. Get to your horses. Oh, is Fleance, your son, going with you?
Yes, my good lord. Farewell.
Everybody may do as they please till 7 o'clock. After then, may God be with you.
Macbeth is alone now, and he's waiting for someone. He has an evil plot in his mind.
Are those men waiting outside for me?
They are waiting outside the palace gate, my lord.
Bring them here. If I'm not safe, it is nothing to be a king. I'm afraid of Banco. There's something noble about him that makes me fear him. He's active, he takes risks, and he has wisdom to act bravely. But also safely. The witches told him, the father to a line of kings. They also gave me a crown and a scepter, which I can't pass on. Seeing someone outside my family taking this away from me, I won't make this happen. Who's there? You go, wait outside until I call you. Wasn't it yesterday that we spoke to each other? Well, did you think about what I said? Always remember, Banco is the one who made your lips hell for a long time. It wasn't me, and I showed you the proof of that.
We understand.
I will tell you a plan to get rid of your enemy. As long as Banco lives, I am sick. I'll be healthy when he's dead.
My lord, I've struggled so much, and I'm so angry that I don't even care what I do.
Same here. You both know that Banco was your enemy, and he's my enemy too. And I hate him so much that I can't see him alive. I will tell you what to do and when to strike. In an hour, I'll call you. But this must be happened tonight, away from the castle. You both must know that I must be free from suspicion, and I must hide my real feelings from the public eye.
We do what you command us, my lord.
I can see determination in your eyes. I'll call you. Make up your mind.
We have decided, my lord.
Stay inside, I'll call you. It is included. Banco, thy soul's flight. If it finds heaven, must it find tonight.
On the other hand, Lady Macbeth is also worried and restless. She is worried about her husband, as Macbeth has a sense of guilt in him that makes him weak. She needs to talk to Macbeth and discuss their future activities. Has Banquo left the court?
Yes, madam, but he will return again tonight.
Tell the king that I'd like to talk to him for a few seconds.
Madam, I will.
You get all, still not content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than the destruction dwell in doubtful joy. My lord, why do you stay alone with those sad thoughts which you should have forgotten by now? What's done is done.
We've just bit the snake, not killed it. It will regain its power. But let the world suffer before we eat. It should have been best to be with the dead than suffer this mental torture and restlessness. Duncan is in his grave now, and after the troubles of life, he is sleeping well. There's nothing now. Weapons, poison, rebellion, fanatic, nothing.
Come on, my lord. Be comfortable and look cheerful. Put on a happy face and look cheerful. Be bright and jovial to the guests tonight.
That's exactly what I'll do, my love. And I hope you'll do exactly the same. Always remember, make Banquo feel important. Keep an eye on him. This is a dangerous situation right now. We have to hide our true feelings and have to flatter him. Oh, full of scorpions in my mind, dear wife. Banquo and his friends, still alive.
They will not live forever.
Yes, so be happy for it. The bat will fly through the castle, but a dreadful deed will be done. Something worse will happen.
What's to be done? What's to be done?
Don't try to know until it is done. Surprised at my words? Don't question yet. Bad deeds force you to commit more bad deeds.
Macbeth's mind is split. He has the realization that he has done wrong, which will never bring peace. On the other hand, his ambition and the influence of his wife lead him towards sin.
It's a park near the palace. The murderers are waiting for Banquo. They are instructed to kill Banquo and his son Flens. The two murderers are surprised to see a third person.
Who told you to join us?
We can believe
Him because he received the same instruction as we had.
Then stand with us. A strange light is there in the sky. The subject was almost here. Listen, I hear horses.
It's him because all the other guests are already inside.
Give us a light here. His horses are going. Almost a mile. Banquo will walk down from here to the palace like everybody else.
It will be Oh, treachery flames, go away! Run, 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 run! Ah!
Once down, doesn't escape.
You mean? Let's inform Macbeth how much is done.
Here in Macbeth's castle, all preparations are complete for the banquet. Macbeth enters with Lady Macbeth, Ross, Lennox, lords and their attendants. Macbeth is waiting for the news of Banquo's murder.
You know your ranks. Sit down accordingly.
Thanks to your majesty.
I'll be with you as the humble host. My wife will stay in her wheelchair, but at the appropriate time, I will have you welcome.
Say welcome to all of our friends for me, sir, as they are all welcome in my heart.
See? They're showing their heartful thankfulness to The table is full on both sides. I'll sit in the middle. Be comfortable and happy.
There's blood on your face.
It's Banco's then.
I'd like to see his blood on your face than in his vein.
My good lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Best in this.
Most royal affluence escaped.
Oh, I'm worried again. I would have been confident and strong with rock and marble, but I'm full of doubts and fears now.
My good lord, he is lying dead in a ditch.
Thanks for that. The grown-up snake lies in the ditch, but the young one escaped. This will become threatening in time. You go now. I'll talk to you.
My lord, you are not amiable to the guests.
Sure. Thanks for reminding me.
In the meantime, the ghost of Banco appears and sits in Macbeth's place. Only Macbeth can see the ghost.
The table is full.
Here is a place, my good lord. Is there any problem, your highness?
Who has done this among you?
What, my good lord?
What? Why are you shaking your bloody heads at me? I didn't do anything.
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Sit down, worthy friends. There is no problem at all. My husband is often like this. He will be okay in a moment. If you pay too much attention, you will make him angry. Please sit down. Are you a man?
Yes, and a brave one, who dares to look at something that would frighten the table. I can see Banco here.
What nonsense. It's all your hallucination. It happens to you when you're afraid. It's just the dagger you told me that was leading you to King Duncan. Why are you behaving in this way?
Look over there, look, see? What? Why? What do I care? If you can move, speak too. If all the dead are going to return from their graves, then they will become food of birds.
What? Have you become paralyzed of foolishness?
I saw him here, I saw him.
What nonsense. My lord, your friends are missing you.
Oh, I'm sorry, my friends. Don't be anxious about me. I have a strange disorder, and my close one knows about it. Come, let's carry on. I do good wish to all. Go! Get out of my sight!
You have ruined our enjoyment.
How can you all remain so normal when I'm unstable to see all these strange things?
What things, my lord?
I request you, please don't ask him any questions. He's getting worse and worse. Questions will make him miserable. Good night to everybody.
Blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move and trees to speak. What part of night is it?
It's almost morning.
Macbeth refuses to come when I come on. What do you think about this?
Did you send for him?
I heard about him indirectly, but I will send for him. Besides, I have servants all around my households. They will spy for me, and I will go see the witches again early in the morning. They will tell me what worst is going to happen. My own safety is the only important thing right now. I have come so far, impossible to go back. Think what I will do? I will make it happen immediately.
Come, you haven't slept.
Come, we'll sleep. My thoughts are from inexperience. We're still immature in evil thoughts.
Thus Macbeth goes to his chamber, and he is restless, goes through mental suffering. He finds no way out. Amidst the sound of thunder, the three witches comes to meet Hecate.
No reason at all, you stupid, ugly woman. How dare you tell Macbeth the future? I am the mistress. I am the source of all your powers. And what is worse, you have done so for a man who is angry, hateful, and distracted. He chases after what he wants. Go away now. Meet me tomorrow by the pit in the rivers of hell. Macbeth will surely go there to find out his destiny. I'll be doing many things in the meantime. And Macbeth? Through illusion will dawn to confusion. He will think he is greater than fate. He will mock death. He will consider his ambition greater than his fate, wisdom, and fear. And well, you all know security. Mortals, cheapest of enemy. Ugh. I am called. See my pretty little spirits? See them sitting in the clouds and waiting for me.
Hey, what I can understand.
People are experiencing a bad time. After the murder of King Duncan, Banquo is also martyred, while fleeants escape. People are confused, but all can understand something evil is going on. They try to get the latest news every hour.
What I can understand, that we think the same. All I'm saying that strange things are happening. Macbeth beated Duncan after Duncan was dead. Banquo, who went out for a walk at night, was also killed. We can assume that perhaps fleeants must have killed him because he was fled away from the scene. Can you just imagine how cruel and monstrous it is for Malcolm and Donald Wayne to kill their gracious father? And how much upset was Macbeth? He, out of his loyalty, killed those two servants who were drunken and asleep. Macbeth did the right thing, wasn't it? I assume he did the right. Macbeth has handled everything very well. By the way, I have heard that Macduff don't get the favor of the king because he talked too much boldly and he didn't even come to his feast. Can you just tell me where he is hiding?
The son of Duncan, Malcolm, lives in the English court. It is Malcolm's right to the throne. Yet, the King of England treats him very well. Macduff went to England to ask for help to the king. Macduff helps. The king helps him from an alliance with the people of Northumberland and their Lord Seward. Macbeth has heard the news. He is so angry that he is preparing for war.
Did Macbeth order Macduff to flee away to Scotland?
Yes, he did. But Macduff clearly told the messenger that he would not come back in any way.
I really hope he will come back to our country, which is under a tyrant.
I will send my prayers with you.
Is the three witches busy with the strange and weird activities. They're going to meet Macbeth. This time, they're going to misguide him and generate in him false confidence and hope. If Macbeth is influenced by their words, he will only face destruction.
The tawny cat has mewed thrice, 3 times, and the hedgehog has whined once. Hype your cries this time. Round about the cauldron go, in the poison entrails throw. Double, toil and trouble, fire, burn and cauldron bubble. We will boil you in the cauldron next, all the rest of it too. Eye of newt and tongue of dog, wool of bat, adder's fork and blind worm sting, lizard's leg and all that. For a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell brought boil and bubble. Double, toil and trouble, fire, burn and cauldron bubble. Here comes some more. Scale of dragon, tooth of oath, liver of blaspheming Jew, tail of God, and ships of you and more and more. Double, double, joy and trouble, fire, burn and cauldron bubble. Then the pricking of my thumbs cool it with a bubble's blood. Then the charm is firm and good.
Splendid! Well done! I commanded on your pain. Then everyone shall share in its grain. Now all that's left is the cauldron sing, like elves and fairies in a ring, enchanting all that you put in.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Open, locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secrets? Mid and black night hags. What are you doing?
A deed without a name.
No matter how you do, you profess. I want you to answer to my questions. You may show your power and unleash violent winds against the churches.
be so resolute, proud, don't be so resolute, proud, don't be so violent. Oh, can't you see your grateful ambition leads you to destruction? Your grateful ambition leads you to destruction. No, no, don't be so
Act 5. In Macduff's castle, Lady Macduff is worried about her husband. She laments to Ross that her husband has left them unsafe. She anticipates danger.
What made him flee this land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had no patience. It is complete madness. Even if you are not, you will look like traitor if you run away. Was it wise to leave his wife, his children, his house, and his titles in a place so unsafe? He doesn't love us. He should have protected his family.
I have to leave now. My good wishes are with you.
Bless you, fair lady. You don't know me, but I know that you are an important person. I'm afraid something dangerous is coming towards you. I request you to flee this land and take your children with you. Danger is getting close. Heaven preserve you.
Why should I go? I have done no harm.
Where is your husband? He's a traitor!
Help! Help! Murder! Murder! They have killed my son!
The murderers killed both Lady Macduff and her children.
In England, near King Edward's castle, Malcolm and Macduff regret about the situation of Scotland under the tyrant Macbeth.
Let's find out some shady place to sit down and cry our hearts out.
It's time to be strong and defend our fallen homeland.
What were you saying to me is probably true. This tyrant once was considered an honest man. You were one of his favorite. He hasn't done anything to harm you yet. I'm inexperienced. Maybe you're planning to win Macbeth's favor by betraying me to him.
I am not treacherous. I have lost my hope of convincing you to fight against Macbeth.
Why did you leave your family vulnerable?
Farewell, Lord. I wouldn't be the villain you think I am. Even I offered all Macbeth's kingdom.
Don't be offended. I don't completely distrust you. I admit he's murderous, greedy, lying, deceitful, and violent. Macduff, this passionate outburst has removed all of my doubts about you. God above, I'll follow your guidance. I am ready to serve you and our poor country. Old Seward arrived here before. He is prepared for battle with 10,000 soldiers. Now, we will fight Macbeth together.
Who's coming there? My noble kingsman? Welcome.
Oh, I recognize him now.
Hello, sir.
Is Scotland the same when I was left?
Alas, poor country. We feel frightened to look at it.
Tell us the most recent news.
Even news and our old is old news. Every minute, awful thing happens.
How's my wife and children? Has Macbeth attacked them?
They were all right when I left them.
Don't be so vague about your words. Tell me, what happened?
While I was coming, I heard that many good men are arming themselves to rebel against Macbeth. I saw Macbeth's army on the move. This is the time and we need your help. Your presence in Scotland would inspire people to fight.
I am going to return to Scotland. The gracious King Edward has sent us noble Seward and 10,000 soldiers. There is no soldier more successful and powerful like him.
Oh, I wish I could give a good news after this. I hope you won't hate me after this, because soon I will fill your ears with the most dreadful news you have ever heard.
What's the news about? Is it for me? Tell me.
Your castle was attacked. Your wife and children were savagely slaughtered.
Oh, merciful heaven!
They killed my...
Have you heard her say anything?
She said nothing, sir, but I'm not doing that.
You really should.
I can't wait to you or anybody because there was no one else to listen to her speak. Here she comes. This is what she always does. She's faster. How much blood in him?
Did you back there?
The day was fine and alive. Where is she now? What? Will this hands-free never clean hands-free?
So good night. So good night. Have my thoughts. But I will dare to say no.
Good night, Doctor.
Honorable women, spirit statements in future told me this. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of women shall ever get up. Easy yet? Soldiers, what soldiers for? Go bring the colors in your face, coward. Your powers will frighten others. What soldiers? The English army, sir. Get army, sir. Obedience. Troops of France in this old age. Instead, I have passionate, and you, some sort of medicines.
For such relief, the patient must heal herself.
Then throw the medicines to the dog. I don't need that. Come on you, except that the overconfident Macbeth is just delayed. Allow us to raise his character.
If soldiers will leave as soon as they get opportunity, Macbeth's soldiers are forced to fight. Their hearts are dead.
We should make outside towards that. Lights, they're walking shadow. A poor fear. My gracious Lord, I should put you there, which I said I saw, but no, not. Say it! At an instant to watch up the hills, I looked at her.
Now Macbeth is desperate.
I gave to your mom. If I steal this flag, I'll give my soul. Turn around, you don't go there. Turn around.
We sing a song about the deeds so wrong. He got his punishment, she got her part. We sing a song about the deeds so wrong. He got his punishment, she got her part. About their tragedy, don't know where to start. About their tragedy, don't know